Here I is. Here I is. What's good, people? What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to my man V City with this beat. Man, I love this track. Go to V City Beats on YouTube and check him out. Alright, let's get right into it. But before we do, I just want to sing It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Steady treated, we get kicked. Steady kisses, we get tricked. It's a hard knock life. Man, wait till y'all see this shit I'm about to show y'all here. Now, I know that it's a lot of ain't shit parents out here. And ain't shit parents usually foster badass kids. Yes, I am fresh than a motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But there are some badass kids. I have not only seen, I've been in the classroom with badass kids. I have dealt with badass kids. I have taught badass kids. I have coached badass kids. I have tried my best to help badass kids. Badass kids is not a myth. It is a reality, and a harsh one at that. But there is a line, and that line has been crossed. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to break it down for you. And yes, I'm looking like $1 million. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. This is, when I saw this, I literally thought that it was going to be like a scared straight thing. That's what I thought. And I was like watching it, waiting for the, all right, we just playing. Nope, that shit never came. What the title says is what happened. And I don't understand how and under what circumstances does shit get this bad in the schools to where this is a course of action and the end result. I just don't know. I just don't know. So what I'm gonna do for you is I got the article here. It's really short. I'm gonna read it, show the video, and then we gonna go on here and get on into this. But first, we gonna hear from my good thing, my side chick, my baby's mamas. Yes. Talk to me, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if you would get your Bibles and turn to the book of Nigalations, chapter 3, verse 1, and we will begin to read as I teach on this here sermon on tonight. See, those of you who ain't church folks, y'all don't know nothing about on tonight. That's what they say, on tonight. When you're having service is late night service is thank y'all for coming out on tonight. That's what we're doing. So we about to have some service here on tonight. He said, now look about 6,000. Sco 971, you a hater. This $1 million nigga look right here, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I got that old school Chicago gangster on right about now when you get through. I got my Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson popping right about now when you get through. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that's all I'm saying. Niggas so sharp, you gotta walk sideways so he won't cut nobody. Boy, what you know about it? but I know all about it. Yes, 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 yes. See, when you dress like this, you don't really have to make too many hand gestures. You just, yes, I get it. I understand. Yes, yes, I hear it. Yeah, here we go. But let me give us a relationship rehab salute to the first person in the chat, which is that no good hating ass Skull 971. Salute to you. Salute to you. Hating on my shit, calling me a $6,000 nigga. Actually, I wouldn't mind being a $6,000 nigga right about now. I wouldn't mind being $1,000 nigga right now. Well, I am $1,000 nigga right now, but goddamn, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on with the message on tonight. Let's move on with that's Sko. That's your other one. I got you, Sko Hard. Let's go ahead and move on with the message, and let's go ahead and do this here. He said, from now on, you make my banana split. Yes, Mr. Johnson. Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. You know I don't like peanuts on my banana split. No, sir, Mr. Johnson. Say it ain't so, Valley. Hey, Valley. Valley, how you doing? That's that whispers. All right, so let me go ahead and read this. Let me stop fucking around. So, the article reads this way. Read this way. Talk this way. Body cam captures 6-year-old girl's tearful pleas arrest. Oh, you know what? I think I can show y'all this. Hold on. Let me be a little nifty here and let me show y'all what I'm reading. Yeah. I can do that. Hang tight. Let me add this source real quick. Ain't gonna do nothing but take a second. Whoa, just a second. Screen motion. Oh, there we go. Bam! Look at that there. Huh? Look at that. You see what I do for y'all? I just tried to show y'all everything that I'm seeing so we can read this thing here together. We read together, then we read. Read, we read together. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Orlando, Florida. A police officer's body camera shows a 6-year-old girl crying and begging officers not to arrest her as one fastens zip ties around her wrist at a charter school. All right. The video of Kaia Rolle's family shared with the Orlando Sentinel and other media outlets Monday shows the girl being arrested in September for kicking and punching staff members at her Orlando charter school. What are those for? What are those? That's what they said. They was like, they pulled out the flex cuffs and Kaia was like, what are those? They was like, zip ties, little motherfucker, come on. But anyway, she says, what are those? And she asked about the zip ties in the video. The officer, Dennis Turner, said, they're for you. He probably gave her that. They're for you. Officer Dennis turns before another officer tightens them around her wrist and Kaia begins weeping. Turner was fired shortly after the arrest. Rightfully so. Officer Orlando Police. Wait a minute. Orlando Police Chief Orlando Roland. So this motherfucker police chief of Orlando, his name is Orlando. Boy, I tell you. Orlando Roland said at the time that Turner, a reserve officer, didn't follow department policy and getting the approval of a watch commander to arrest someone younger than 12. That's bullshit. But I'm going to keep going. Help me, please, Kaia pleads through tears. As she is being walked to the vehicle, she cries, I don't want to go in a police car. Okay? The second officer, who has not been identified, responds, you don't want to, you have to. All right? That's our good old ass, tail, and mate. Yep. All right. Please give me a second chance, Kai says. All right. Kid begging for a second chance. 6-year-old girl. All right. The video shows the officer lifting the sobbing girl into the back seat of a police vehicle and putting the seatbelt around her. A short time later, Turner returns to the office to talk to Lucius and Emma Nixon. God damn. Academy administrators who appear dismayed by what they have witnessed in the school office. The officer tells them that the juvenile detention center where Kaia was headed is not, this is what he says, is not like you think. Turner tells the administrator he has made 6,000 arrests, including a 7-year-old. Okay? When the school employees tell the officer that Kaia is 6 and not 8, like he thought, he replies, now she has broken the record. Tell them what she's won, Bob. Okay? She's broken the record. All right, now, officials have said that Turner also arrested a 6-year-old boy at another school on the same day. What? On the same day, all right, as Kaia's arrest for a misdemeanor battery in an unrelated incident. So the two weren't in cahoots. However, the boy's arrest was halted by superiors before the child made it through the full arrest process. State's Attorney Aramis Ayala said that last September that she was dismissing misdemeanor battery charges against both children. Turner had worked in... make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, there we go. Turner had worked in the police agency's reserve unit, which is mostly made up of retired officers who pick up extra duty jobs for pay. Because he was a reserve officer, he was not a member of the collective bargaining unit, and the police union didn't represent him. Sean Dunlap of the Fraternal Order of Police, Orlando Lodge 25, said in an email on Tuesday. So basically, they hung his ass out to dry. Now, we're going to watch this here video, and I'm going to show y'all exactly why this like really ruffled my feathers, it grinded my gears, and flat out pissed me off. This is an embarrassment of police work. This is an embarrassment to the police department. And the reason why I say that is because when you get to the point to where you're talking about placing people under arrest, and here's my thing. There are instances where a kid should be placed under arrest. You got a kid trying to hurt themselves. You got a kid who's done a heinous crime. Hey, you want to subdue this little motherfucker because you don't know what they're going to do. However, you're talking about a 6-year-old girl who is being arrested for some punches and kicks. Not to another kid. Because I'm telling you right now, a little motherfucker punch and kick my little baby girl, lock that little motherfucker up, throw away the key. No, I'm just kidding. But we're talking about this little girl was hitting and kicking staff. Teachers, students, greens, beans, tomatoes, things, you made it. You name it. When in the fuck do a bunch of adults come to the conclusion that not only do we call the police on a 6-year-old, but we actually go through the arrest process of that said 6-year-old? I can tell you, I cannot count how many times a little kid acted up in a kindergarten classroom and got their ass sent to the disciplinarian, the office, and at worst, motherfucker, your mama, your daddy coming to pick your ass up. That's what they did. I don't understand why there would be a situation where they bypassed all of that and said, no, we need to have this little motherfucker locked up. Take this 6-year-old to juvie. Crazy. So, let's go ahead and watch the video.
All right, let's go. With hurricanes, yeah, the desert goes.
Okay, she's gonna have to come with us now.
Okay, Kai, you gotta go with them, baby girl.
Stand up.
Just watch it.
Okay, come over here.
What are those for?
It's for you.
Keep your hands, okay? Come over here, honey. It's not gonna hurt.
Okay,
No, I don't want handcuffs on. No. Don't put handcuffs on. Please. Help me. Help me. Please. Help me.
Let's go.
Your grandma's gonna come pick you up, okay?
Oh, I was here to go. I just got you. Oh,
Come on, let's go.
no, please let me go.
Okay, come on. You can tell me what happened in the car, okay?
I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
No, please.
You have to.
No, please. Give me a second chance.
You gotta go.
I don't want to. You just take me out. No. Please. 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 Please let me go. No. No, help me.
Okay.
Please.
Give
No.
me a second.
Appreciate it.
All right, yeah.
Call me if you need something.
All right, now, here's my problem with this. And I'm going to break it down right now. So, why is she being arrested? She's being arrested for assault. She is kicked and she is punched a bunch of fucking adults. Let's say that this little girl done went on a Ip Man massacre and done pop, 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 pop. The whole entire school is knocked the fuck out. Let's just say that. She done knocked out every staff member, every adult in the school is laid out unconscious, and she's standing there like this. Yeah, I got all of them. Now, do you see the violent, terroristic threat that obviously these grown-ass women and men in this school could not handle in this room?
All right, let's go.
With hurricanes,
Yeah.
the desert goes.
Now, whatever the fuck was going on with this little girl, apparently, Mom's Mabley here has been able to subdue this inner beast. I know that before they got there, that Stitch done took over the whole school and then terrorized every adult there. And Mom's Mabley is the only one who's been able to get this little 6-year-old girl to be civilized. The only one, I guess. So now this little girl is not causing a problem at all. Okay?
Okay, she's gonna have to come with us now.
Okay, Kai, you
Stand
gotta
up.
go with them, baby girl.
Stand up.
Okay, Kai. You
Come
got
over
to
here.
go with them, baby girl. Now, here's my thing. I get the fact that in today's world, parents and school officials are restricted. You can't put your hands on a kid. Well, you can't hit a kid. You could damn sure subdue one of these little motherfuckers. Now, don't get it twisted. This is a 6-year-old girl. There is no tussling, no wrestling. You know, black folks, we don't say wrestling. We say wrestling. There is no wrestling or nothing like that. And let's say if this little motherfucker was just a terror, I'm fine with that. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. When that police officer shows up and that little girl starts crying and that little girl starts pleading to go to jail, that is a scared straight moment. Plain and simple. It's just like being in elementary school. When I was in the elementary school as an instructional assistant, there were kids who would cut the fuck up all day long. There were kids who would act out all day long. You didn't call the goddamn police to have them arrested. You got the disciplinarian. You got that mean ass looking dude to come in there, or the mean ass lady to come in there, and you talk to that kid. That's what you do. Or you go and get the person who has, because this, in just about damn near every school, there is somebody who can establish some kind of rapport with the kid. The fact that she ain't doing all of this shit now lets you know that she ain't just on 10 always. And a lot of times it comes down to a thing of attention. If you got an isolated kid, put them in the disciplinary's office, put them in the assistant principal's office because they having a bad day, that's what you do. If you need to call the police to come, you come and you scare that kid. You threaten that kid. You talk tough to that kid. That police officer could have talked to that kid right then and there and said, if you act up anymore this entire year, if I come back here, I'm taking you to jail. And then even if he wanted to, for theatrics, he could have slid them motherfucking zip ties on them to scare her even more. Don't have them come back. Don't have them call me back up to the school, Kaia, or I'm going to take you to jail. That little girl was already terrified. You can do that shit. You can. What is it that you can't do, Easy? You can talk to these kids, especially as a police officer. Absolutely you can. The thing is, you don't have to Facebook Live the shit, but you can do that. And worst case scenario, you call that parents, you call that kid's parents or guardians, and you say, come get this little motherfucker right now. Because if this was normal protocol, Officer Turner would still have his job. If this was normal protocol and what you did with every kid, it'll be 1,000 kids getting locked up every fucking day in school. You can talk to a kid. I can't tell you the times that I was in uniform and being at a store, being in a gas station or anywhere, and a parent has a little kid want to wave hi to you, and you go to that kid and say, hey, you been good, little boy? Yes. All right, now, if you don't want me to come and get you if you're not good, no, sir. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Point is, you don't take this kid to jail because what happened? They dropped the charges. What are you going to do with a fucking 6-year-old in jail? For what? Oh, he kicked the teacher. So he goes to jail? Not he gets suspended. Not he get expelled. Not he... As many times as these little niggas in these schools have done worse shit, you mean to tell me that this 6-year-old can't nobody touch her? Can't nobody handle her? I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. That's not how this shit goes. I am talking about the police officers. I'm talking about when you got, because I don't know the capabilities of the faculty and the staff that was in there. I don't. But when you get to the point where you got to call the police, that's when the police take control. That's what you're there for. You are a figure of authority. You are the person that's in charge at that moment. If the principal ain't there, the assistant principal ain't there, then you handle that shit. And if there's a problem, and you can even see in the other story where the same thing happened with another kid, what happened? School officials intervened, said, nah, we ain't gonna take this little motherfucker to jail now. No. Little Tyree can't go to jail. We ain't gonna do that. But we gonna scare this motherfucker. If you telling me that a 6-year-old can't be scared straight, then I'm going to call bullshit on that. Now, if this little motherfucker was 16, 13, I get it. This girl was 6. You can hear in the video, you can see in her face, she was fucking terrified. And she would have did with anything that officer would have told her. The girl begged for a second chance. No way. And sometimes, yes, you may have to go that far. If you don't have motherfucking staff equipped enough to handle a 6-year-old, that's a problem within itself. However, if you get to the point to where you got to call the law, then goddamn it, that's when the law is supposed to step up and take care of business and do the right thing. Not slapping on some fucking zip ties and putting this little kid in the backseat of a car to take her to juvie. For punching and kicking. Yeah, that's gonna send somebody to the hospital. Goddamn, man, what happened, man? You know, Principal Jones, he out, he in the hospital. What? Yeah, what happened to him? Man, a little 6-year-old came by, man, and broke his leg. What? Yeah, man. Thank you. There go my wife stepping up. Detention centers don't even take children under 10. Fuck y'all mean. Ain't no 6-year-old gonna run shit in no school. It just can't happen. And if it do, that's what the police is for. This should never have happened. What they did to Kaia Rolle was fucked up. This shit is crazy. Watch it one more again.
What are those for?
It's for you.
Keep your hands, okay? Come over here, honey. It's not gonna hurt.
No,
Okay,
no,
well,
I don't want handcuffs on. No, don't put handcuffs on. Help me.
She's begging for the other lady to help her. You know why? Cause she like, bitch, I've been sitting in your office chilling for the past 30 minutes. Why can't you speak up for me? Help me, bitch. They about to take me to jail. What the fuck is going on? I just hit and kicked the motherfucker. I do it all the time at home. Why y'all taking me to jail? That's what she's thinking. She's really thinking that. Goddamn, left third, play a stupid game, win a stupid prize for a 6-year-old. Boy, y'all motherfuckers crazy. This nigga said, play a stupid game, win a stupid prize for a 6-year-old. Goddamn, man. Look here, y'all. I'm the first to call out some fuck shit. I'm the first to call out an ain't shit nigga and an ain't shit bitch. This is too far. I don't care what a motherfucker tell me. A nigga can send me, yeah, they say that you can't touch the kids. Let me tell you something. I could motherfucking tight lip and talk a motherfucking 6-year-old into doing whatever the fuck I need them to do at that moment. Look here, little boy, if you don't get in that seat, I'm gonna do that if I got to. That's all I'm saying. Because when you get here as the police officer, there is no way possible. I'm telling you this right now. On everything I love, there is no way possible I'm putting this kid in my car and not playing a game with him. Like if you saw me doing this, that means you about to say, oh, Brian Redmond gonna let him back out in a minute. He just gonna talk to him. I'm not taking that kid to jail. I'm not. I'm not gonna go to juvie lockup and be like, yeah, I got a 6-year-old. Buzz me in, guys. That's not happening. That's not. I take that little motherfucker to Great America first. I'm telling you right now. They in Orlando. I take that little 6-year-old to Disney World before I take that motherfucker to the detention center at 6. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. It just ain't happening. And if you got a bunch of fucking adults and a police officer who don't have the wherewithal, who don't have the skill set to deal with a 6-year-old, then none of them motherfuckers need their job. And I'm telling you that straight facts. This whole thing to where these motherfuckers following the rules and all that shit, I agree. Yes, we need to have rules and policies, but motherfucker, when you see some shit that you know ain't right, and that motherfucker knew that shit wasn't right, God damn it, you make a phone call. Sarge, they want me to lock up this kid for punching and kicking 2 staff members. What did he punch him and kick him with? Her fist, Sarge. The girl is 6. Do you want me to arrest a 6-year-old, Sarge? Seriously? Now, I got the zip ties on this little motherfucker, but I ain't trying to put this paperwork in and take this motherfucker to juvie. Now, if the little motherfucker brought a knife to school and stabbed 2 kids, take that little motherfucker off. Cut him off, Because this motherfucker means business. It's a gremlin now at this point. Somebody done fed this little kid after midnight, and this motherfucker done turned into a gremlin. So my real question is, should teachers have to endure this type of behavior from a child every day because the child's household is fucked up? No. However, this is the business you have chosen. You are correct on that. No, they shouldn't, but that's the job. Should a police officer have to go into the ghetto and deal with the nigga shit that goes on in the ghetto every day? No, but he's the police. That's his job. That's his job. That's all I'm saying. If that kid ain't doing what that little bitty kid did in Tropic Thunder that was on Simple Jack's back stabbing that little motherfucker as he was running across that bridge when he decided to stay and help them. I don't know what to tell you. We all know what our school system is like. We all know that we have children that are severely disturbed. We have children that are flat out fucked up. They are. And I get this point to where, man, maybe those staff members didn't want to deal with Kaia little badass that day. I get that 1,000%. You know what? This the third time this little bitch done did this shit. She hit me again. I'm going to hit the little bitch. I get it. I ain't dealing with it. Fuck you, Kaia, and the horse you rode in on the day, you little motherfucker. I'm calling the police. I get it. Officer Turner roll up. He's supposed to be like, all right, let me assess this situation. Let me see what the fuck is going on. Because I'm not trying to take no 6-year-old to jail today. Whether it's baby jail or grown-up jail. I get it. I get it. But I got other tactics. And at the end of the day, you go take that little mother. If you, worst case scenario, parent talking about I'm at work and I can't come. We're going to have our resource officer come and drop this kid off at your job, ma'am. If you got to do that, it don't matter. You don't arrest no 6-year-old kid, man. If that kid got to sit in the principal's office until the parent gets off work to come pick that kid up, fuck that. That's what a principal's paid for. Principals making fucking 6 figures to run a fucking school. And sometimes, goddammit, you got to put in some late hours. Now, you want to get Kaia some special education help? You want to get Kaia some other resources? You want Kaia to see a psychiatrist? Then put in the paperwork, get the school psychiatrist to come deal with Kaia little badass. Other than that, you do what you need to do to keep that kid from going to fucking juvie at 6. That's all I'm saying. Watch this fuck shit.
Let's go.
Your grandma gonna come pick you up, okay?
Oh, I was in school. I just saw you.
Come on, let's go.
No, please let me go.
Okay, come on. You can tell me what happened in the car, okay?
Look at this.
I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
I'd be like, you don't want to? Well, you stop fucking up then. I told her, you stop acting up. Because if you do, you going to get in the back. Hell, I'd have had a canine back there and be like, hop, hop, hop. You see this Belgian Malinois? Kaia, they call me one more time. I'm going to let this 100-pound Belgian Malinois dive on you. That Malinois have been at that gate like, harrow, harrow.
No, don't help me.
Okay.
Please, no.
Give me a second.
Appreciate it.
All right, yeah.
Call me if you need something.
And that's a dude right there. You grown-ass niggas. Boy, I can't believe this shit. Caught that girl, I'm like, yep, this is the right thing to do. Man, get your ass out of here.
From this point, they're probably going to send you a subpoena from the state attorney's office. You've been through that. I'm explaining nothing to you. But if anybody has any questions, you can let them know what's going on. Okay? Mm-hmm. You all right?
I'm upset, but I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm upset. I'm upset, but I'm good. What does this do? I just don't get that. What does this do? You locking this kid up like this? What, she about to do a bid now? she about to do a bid now? Then she shorty got to do six months? Like, what's gonna happen? Seriously. Look at the room this little motherfucker was probably in, man. Jesus Christ.
I do need to get a statement from you, though.
Yes.
Where is this place?
JC, it's across the street from the health department on Central.
It's for children?
Yes.
So they have little kids? Yeah, I know exactly.
It's not like you think. There's just a bunch of kids in there, and by law, the parents, if they haven't accumulated enough points to stay, by law, they have to be out of there within 6 hours.
What, they in there shooting a varsity? These motherfuckers gotta get enough points. What the fuck is points? Hey, look, you kids in here, you're on the basketball court. We got a varsity going. If you can score 10 in this varsity, then you get to go home. We're gonna shoot up a V, and whatever one of you little motherfuckers get to 10, you get to go home. Nah, that's the rule. If you lose the varsity, you're gonna stay here for the night. What is they talking about, man? 6 years old, and she got to get points.
So she's going to be picked up and be at home in a couple hours. It's just the parents have to wait for the processing, the paperwork to, be entered, and then.
Are like the restraints, are they necessary?
Yes.
Do you hear this motherfucker? She asked him, she said, so are the restraints, are they necessary? This motherfucker said yes. Boy, if you don't get your little ass in this back seat. Oh, man, that might be true when you got to transport the little motherfucker that way so they won't hurt themselves or something. But god damn it, man. This is ridiculous. This is literally like this is what you get when you take common sense away from common people. These people couldn't figure this shit out. They just couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure it out to where they had to call the police and then signed off on this little motherfucker being arrested. Come on, man. I can't go for that. No can do. Look at them. They in here now. They all motherfucking heartbroken. They all shook up. You grown motherfuckers don't know what to do with a 6-year-old. If I was the principal, I'd fire every last one of these motherfuckers. Well, you probably couldn't because of the goddamn union. But I want every last one of these goddamn adults out of my fucking school. Fuck you mean a 6-year-old kid had to go to jail? What the fuck are y'all doing as adults to where a 6-year-old got to go to jail? No, man.
Bigger, she would have been wearing regular handcuffs, but
if she was a little bit older, then she would have had
the youngest I've ever arrested was 7.
You hear this,
He was stealing out of Albertsons and thought it was a joke. All the rest of the kids were crying, and he was laughing, and so that's the only reason he went to jail.
Do you hear this motherfucker? The youngest motherfucker I arrested was 7, and he was stealing. So this motherfucker was a bona fide thief, and he took him to jail because he said he was laughing. Really? Dude, do you realize the level of just idiotic policing that's going on right now? This motherfucker said I took this 7-year-old kid to jail because he was laughing. Then you the dumbass. The fuck?
He didn't think it was serious.
He didn't think it was serious, so I took him to jail. And it's like, yeah, I get it. It kind of seems like he liked this shit. Like he cool with it. He cool with this shit. Like he don't see shit wrong with this. He's not even trying to say, you know, y'all, I hate doing this job, but somebody got to do it. It's a thing where, you know, the law's involved. There's paperwork that got to be. He ain't even on that. He just like, yeah, this was one time this little motherfucker was stealing in Albertsons. And Albertsons, yeah, I was trying to tell these other motherfucking kids, and he was the only one laugh. So I'm like, okay, motherfucker, I'm going to give your ass something to laugh at. Take your ass down here to this pen. Take you down here to this kiddie penitentiary. Lock your ass up. Now see if you going to laugh about that shit.
I'm sorry. I've never seen it. So, wow.
6,000 people I've arrested over the 28 years.
Over the 28 years, 6,000 people he's arrested. So this motherfucker's keeping count. He's proud.
A lot of people.
Are that young? 7 is your youngest?
7 is the youngest.
Right.
She's 8, isn't she? She's 6. Now she has broken the record.
You hear that shit?
She broke it.
Woo! Hey! Yeah! She broke the record! Yay for Kaia! Woo! The fuck is that? That's my problem with this. I'm telling you right now, I don't know no police officers that I know that's gonna do this fuck shit. I don't. I do not know. Police officers that I've known in Chicago, police officers that I've known in Michigan, I don't know none. And I know some officers that are some real dicks and some assholes, and I'm even giving them the benefit of the doubt to know they wouldn't do no fuck shit like this. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I've lost over the 28 years. I've done 6,000 of these motherfucking arrests. Yep. Fuck, is that like something to be proud of? Who the fuck says that? Like, you can't, I mean, as a police officer, if you're proud of 6,000 arrests, that means you are proud of every arrest, every motherfucker you done slap bracelets on, you proud of it. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that every motherfucker that done got the bracelets put on them deserved it. Now, sometimes shit went fucked up and they had to get them put on, but not every motherfucker deserves to have the bracelets put on them to where I'm going to be proud of it. Come on, man. This is the kind of shit that makes people truly just hate police officers. Because this nigga's on the power. This motherfucker's on a power trip. That's exactly what this is. Anytime you motherfucking tell me, well, she's broken the record, she's 6, I would have been disgusted. I'd have been on their ass. Like, y'all can't, what the fuck is she hit and kick somebody? Okay, y'all can't put her in timeout? Y'all can't leave her in the room with Mom's Maybelline, let her sit in there? Seriously? I don't want to take this kid to jail, y'all. Come on. Somebody help me here. Somebody help me here. Call the principal. Or if she was the principal, bitch, call your superintendent. Let me call my sergeant to see if this is what we signing off on today. It's like, I just don't get that.
Record.
She broke the record.
Did she want to do something? Okay, well, let me get started on him. I'm going to need her information, his parents' information for contact, because they're going to have to call and make sure he gets out of there within 6 hours.
And his dumb ass is really like, he's processing this shit and he's literally taking down the statements and shit like this is like going to court. That's what he's doing. Like, I got to get statements from you, find out what happened so that I can have this shit in court. Like, really?
Okay.
And he's enforcing the law. Yes, he has to do that, which is why he should be even more apprehensive about doing it. Because you saw what happened, right? No, he don't get no bonus after so many arrests. That shit ain't true. Let me tell you something. Police officers do not, and I know people have said this shit for decades. Police officers do not get bonuses or kickbacks or no pats on the back for writing so many tickets, for locking up so many people. No. Arrest and shit like that is a part of their performance appraisal. Because if your ass only got 3 arrests and you've been working for a whole goddamn year, you're not doing your job. You're not. So there are things to where your arrest record is looked at, but you are not judged solely on how many motherfuckers you done locked up. No way. So it's like, I feel you, Miss June, but I'm just saying, he's doing this. This is all him. He gets, see, and here's one of those traits about a bad cop. A bad cop gets off on the power trip. It's not what I'm doing, it's the fact that I have the power to do it or not, and I choose to do it. I'm locking your ass up, not because you deserve to go to jail, but because I can. Like he said before when he was talking about the other kid that laughed, that was the thief, the 7-year-old. I'm locking your little motherfucking ass up, little nigga, cause you laughing. I'm locking your ass up cause you laughing, little nigga. Come on. Come on and go downtown. You see what I mean? That's the point in this. You have to look at it to say, well, where's the logic in somebody questioning what we're doing? Because you saw what happened, right? He did all that fuck shit. He took down the arrest. He did the arrest, took down statements, typed up a report. All that shit has to be done. Hours that he's gonna spend getting this shit together. What did the motherfucking state's attorney say? Man, we throwing this shit out. We not gonna what the fuck y'all want? And I'm sure the attorney, the prosecuting attorney's like, what the fuck y'all want me to do with this? You want me to prosecute a fucking 6-year-old? And that's why so many times you'll see prosecuting attorneys going off on motherfucking police officers. Cause it's like, come on, man. Use some common sense. Fuck am I supposed to do with this? Lock this motherfucker? What we gonna do? Press charges and get the judge to sentence the kid? A 6-year-old? Really? For what? Punching and kicking a staff member? Seriously? A grown-ass motherfucking adult gets punched and kicked, and we want to lock up a 6-year-old for how long, officer? Oh, well, I don't know how long we lock him up. Well, what the fuck you bringing this shit to me for? You should get paid. You get paid to have this level of discernment to where if you don't fucking know what to do, you're smart enough to call a sergeant. You're smart enough to call a lieutenant. You're smart enough to just call a commanding officer to say, hey, here's what I got. What do I do? That's the whole purpose in having leadership in law enforcement. When you get to a point to where you say, I got some doubts here. Hey, here's what I got. What do I do, Sarge? What do you want me to do? That's what you do, man. This was atrocious. This was a waste of time. This was a waste of taxpayer dollars. It's a waste of resources, and it just clearly goes to show how we have a society now where you have grown-ass men and women that can't even deal with children, don't know how to deal with children, or are afraid to deal with children. And that is a huge problem, America. When we've gotten to this point to where a police officer and a bunch of grown-ass men and women don't know what to do with a 6-year-old that has kicked and punched another adult and nobody's hurt, I have no words. I have no words. Yeah. I just wanted to hit y'all with that real quick. This shit was beyond stupid. Had that been my little girl, I'd be wanting to sue their ass. Well, that would have never happened. But if it would have been, I want to sue the motherfucking state, the government, the school, everybody for whatever I could. This is one of those things where they should have to pay for being stupid. So I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and United Guns of America. Shout out to everybody who came over to the UGOA. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to come back and do another one on tonight. I'm going to talk about this here Snoop Doggy Dogg out. What my brother Eric said, he on an apology tour. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to break that one down. And other than that, let me give a shout out to everybody that actually donated tonight. Thank you to my brother Angry Man, hit your boy off with $10 last night. My man Christopher sent your boy off with $2 a day. Thank you so much. Let's see who else on the PayPal. Oh man, this always take a long time. But I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. My man D Strahan. I appreciate you, brother. Hit your boy off with 5, then came back, hit your boy off with another 5, hit your boy off with the 10th spot. That's what's up. I appreciate it, man. Boy, I tell you, y'all do me all right, boy. Y'all all right with me. Yes, sir. He said for support, CW Walk. He said hitting my boy up, support for the stream. Plus, goddamn. Yep. All right. Also to for what is that name? Yana, the other half for okay. Mania, the other half hit your boy off with $5 as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, man, for all that you do. And also, Brass Man Taker hit your boy off with $2.50 last night. That's what's up. So we got $5, $2, $2.50, and $10. That's what's up. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to come back on tonight, and we're gonna get it in one more again. Peace, and as always, I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and it's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Shout out to G Friend, Daquan Smith, Yolanda Brown, James Hudson, CJ Gunn, Angry Man for a Reason, and Take Savior Remixer. Thank you so much for supporting the United Guns of America channel. Y'all click that like button. Thanks for clicking the donate button. And if you watch it on the replay, you can still do it. There's time in the description box. Thank y'all so much. Peace, and I'm out.